Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. So today we are going to do a plan with me for the month of October, which I haven't done a plan with me in a little bit, but we are going to do this one in my half letter, which is my personal and research planner. So we're gonna go ahead and I've cleaned off my glasses. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here today. So let me grab, right now I am storing all of my previous month's half letters just on some discs. These are, what are these? I have to think about this first. Oh, these are the clear discs from Cloth and Paper. So that's what I'm storing all of my previous months on. So let's move, I have my work planner sitting over here to the side, but let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And then I'm gonna use for my October setup the Legends stickers. I purchased these a while ago from Cloth and Paper, and I want to make sure and use them. So I have those. I have from the sub box, I have the October journaling cards and calendar cards from Cloth and Paper. And then I also have here, this is I purchased a digital download from Fancy Plans for the meal plan. So I have this to cut down so that it'll fit in my half letter. And then I also did a digital download and purchased some stickers, which I printed and cut on my Cricut. And these are from AT Art Digital. So these are some things that I'm thinking about adding this month. And so we'll just have those to the side so that we can, we'll have to cut this down, and then these are already cut because I printed them on my printer and cut them already on my Cricut. So let's go ahead and take her out of the folio cover, because it's so much easier when you take it out. And then for the month of September, since we're all done, we're gonna go ahead and take all the clips off and take everything out. So at the end of the month, I take everything out. And move everything to, to its new spots, basically. So we'll take out all of this. Now for the ideal day, I'm gonna keep that and move that to October, because I always wanna kind of keep track of what I think my ideal day should be. And then we're also going to take out the finance section. Now I'm going to transfer this dashboard to October, and I'm just going to take my purchase tracker, my little sticker, and we'll transfer that over. And then I also have my projects dashboard. We'll transfer that over to October. And then the projects that I worked on in October or in September that are done are gonna go on the discs or storage. And then the ones that are continuing, we'll just go ahead and transfer those over. So that can go to the side. And now we have October. So in the back of October, we're just gonna go ahead and put in the dashboard for the ideal day. And so for the ideal day, I just created like, you know, just a little schedule of what my ideal day would look like. It just helps keep me on target so that I'm not like, I don't know, like kind of off. Like I already have like some general idea of what's supposed to be going on instead of just being kind of like, what happens now? Right? Okay, so this is the project section. And then this is the finance section. And actually, I'm just now realizing I forgot to grab, let's put that right there. I actually forgot to grab a sheet for that. So I keep all of my extra inserts just on another set of clear discs. And so I want for my finance section, I want to use from Cloth and Paper, I have the purchase trackers. So I'm just gonna pull one of these. And I have to say, since I started using these, they've been really helpful in just making sure to not overspend and just have like a bunch of stuff going on. It's just really nice. And then I'm also using this digital download. This one is from Infinite Lotus, and it's just the financial overview. And I have to say, the only thing I don't like about this is how light the actual lines that you write on are in the actual text. Like, I would want it to all be much heavier in terms of how it's written. But I have to say, for a digital download and a first kind of attempt at trying to be more on top of the budget and spending, it's a nice start. So we'll put in, and I did use it last month. I used, oops, and I actually did these documents the other way around. And it was really helpful actually to kind of keep an eye on what was going on in terms of spending, even though I did totally while out on my spending category of like, I do budget to like have spending money, because I have found over the years, if I don't budget to have spending money to just buy like whatever thing I want to buy, I end up way overspending. So I have to budget to have spending money, to have play money, so that I won't go crazy. Because I'll spend money on books and all kinds of other stuff. And so I have to have spending money in my life. Oh, okay. I'm like, what is happening there? Okay. All right, so let's put in, so I usually also will put in some dashboards. And now I'm like, oh, I don't have an October dashboard, but I think we'll just go with what we've got. And then, oh, I know why. So I'm like, why don't I have an October dashboard? Because I have stickers, that's why. All right, so let's go ahead and move all of that to the side for the moment while we cut down this insert from Fancy Plans so that it will be the right size for my notebook. so now we have everything all set. So let's take out the month of October and the first week in October so that we can do our plans. Okay, and then, oops, also out of the home section, we are going to grab, oops, we're actually going to take this out and put this with September. So let's pull out what we need. So we need a cleaning chores. We have our meal plan already out. And then we have, if we pull it back to October, we have our purchase tracker and our financial overview already, which we also need to pull out so we can write what we need to write for everything. Okay. Oops. Oh, let's go ahead and stick this back in here already. Actually, no, I want to leave this out because I'm debating about whether or not I'm gonna switch over my page flags from this palette to one of the other palettes, and I haven't decided yet, so I'm gonna leave that out so I can decide. Okay, so as y'all know, I also do use my calendar on my computer to be able to have all of my events. So I'll also be looking at that while I'm doing this to make sure that I have everything that's supposed to go on my research and personal calendar is on my calendar. Okay, I just saw that I had to go through, I had some events that I had to accept that I accepted on my other calendar, but I haven't accepted on this computer. So to make sure I get all of those right too. So on my personal monthly calendar, I have all of my research tasks that already have, that I have sticky notes to remind myself about. And then on this calendar, I also keep all of my bills and stuff like that. So I don't write out necessarily my bills on camera, but I do put the stickers on. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be writing in all the things that I have sticky notes already on here for. So I'm a huge fan of sticky notes for pre-planning in order to stay functional. So let me grab my, oops. All right, so I also placed an order from Sweet Caress for some dots. And so I want to use those dots as well. As well as the ones from Cloth and Paper. Oops, I also reached over here for that. And that, and that, because I do need pens for this process. Okay. So the other thing that I'm gonna be using for part of my planning today is I'm gonna be using this, and this is the Clean Color Dot Metallic pen in Violet. I hope that's focusing properly. And then I'm also going to use the one in silver as well, I think. So both of those are going to get used as part of this little planner or setup. So I'm going to switch these out because I'm not going to be in this color scheme, except I am maybe going to use those from Sweet Caress. And then I'm also going to use these icons as well. That was last month's color scheme, so we're going to take those out. And these are also from Sweet Caress, some colored ones, which I think I'm going to wait and use those on the weeklies. I think I'm going to use these on the monthlies. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And per the usual, I'm gonna probably speed y'all up through parts and then I'll talk through parts. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for how we're gonna do this. I wanna just write in, these are gonna be the WSCA things down here. So for the sub boxes, it's gonna be shaker and spoon. Cloth and paper. And then okay. All right, and then I'll put in the rest of the bills and the other things. Make sure. Oh, let me put what I really need. And I need that to, I feel like I need that to stand out too. Oh, I know how. We'll use a dot. Because I have a review that's due. So like stands out, but it doesn't stand out. And let's go through all of our little stickies. Make sure we put everything. So what I do with my little sticky notes, once I have everything on here, I always put the reminders, I put the sticky notes, usually just like here, either here or at the end of the month. Interestingly enough, I don't throw away the pre-planned sticky notes. I don't know why, because I mean I certainly could, but I don't know, I don't. So let's put those, these two and this one I'm actually gonna put on the weekly. That's actually one of the reasons why I don't throw them away. Sometimes I will move them, which actually that's what I should do with these three too, is put them on the weekly. So let's, since we actually already pulled the weekly for some of these. So I like to, those little monthly pre-plan ones, like I said, I like to put them on the weeklies sometimes, especially if the weekly is, like the thing is later on in the month. I like to put it on the weekly. Like I said, I don't throw them out because they're good to have for that reason. And then sometimes the rest of them, like the 1st of October is actually the week is the end of September. So I've already purged that week out of my planner. And so I will leave this here on the monthly because that's just how I'm gonna do it. All right, so that is our monthly layout. I'll go back in and add the bills and things afterwards, but I really like those stickers that I used and how they came out. I wanted to kind of have something on the weekends because this monthly is a Sunday start instead of a Monday start. And so I kind of wanted to have one of these stickers here to kind of remind myself that this is Sunday, right? And so especially because since, like I said, I do have some bills that auto pay, they'll actually pay out over the weekend. Not usually on a Sunday, but sometimes, you know, banks. So let's do, like I'm not sure. I kind of want to use this sticker, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's not really gonna match my monthly layout. So gonna go ahead and finish that. So let's put that to the side. And let's get started with the weekly. So I really want to use this little doll, and I really want to use this little doll. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use her right here. All right, so that is everything for my setup for the month of October. So let's go ahead and put everything back. Just slide her right on in there. And then for the journaling cards, I think I want to use, oh wow, that's cute. Okay, I think we'll do this. So we're gonna leave that what's on your mind card on the back of the monthly, because the monthly one for October is kind of a clear glass, and then we'll use the paper one, and I think we'll go ahead and use the paper one with this kind of vellum card from Cloth and Paper. I think we'll go ahead and use this one in my work planner. And then this one that says, the return we reap from generous actions is not always evident. This little quote card, which I can see actually, there we go, it's completely clear. So this one, I think we're gonna actually stick it back here. Yeah. In our little Poi and Hun. And then we'll take out the month of September, but we'll leave this little journaling card back here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. All right, so that's that. So let's put back all of the goodies for October. Every day and couldn't write in everything that I wanted, because you can see that calendar was this vertical weekly spread, and I was just running out of room in these blocks every day to write in everything I wanted to write in terms of my schedule, notes, to-dos that I wanted to keep track of, like saying nothing of like if I wanted to have any kind of like tiniest bit of decor. There was just no room for it. So I switched over to the half letter, I think on the website, on Cloth and Paper's website, I think they call these dailies. I think they're called dailies. I remember whenever I first started using this layout, they called it the week on 2 pages, or the week on 4 pages. Now I think they call it dailies or the week on 2 pages. But yeah, either way, I absolutely adore it. So let's go ahead and put our Ollie clip back in here as well. And clip in our, clip us in. All right. Then so that we flip directly to our Monday, let's get our paper clip. Paper clip us in. All right. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I still am loving this sticker, I'm loving this palette of sticky notes, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this on here for right now, because I'm just loving that. So I'm gonna keep that like it is. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you got some inspiration today and enjoyed the bounty of your plans. If you haven't hit the subscribe or the like, please go ahead and do so. If you have any comments or questions, drop those in the box as well. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the bounty of your plans.